Hey everyone, it's Augustus. So, I'm making this video because I want to discuss things that annoy me. And more like, not so much things that annoy me, but more like what type of things people do to annoy me. And, well, I'll give you an example. There's a game I've been playing, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it. It's called Guild Wars 2, and it's like when I'm on Facebook, I've got a few like groups that I'm a part of, and they have to do with Guild Wars 2, and like sometimes I'll have voting questions, and what's really bad is when I answer those questions, like some of my friends on Facebook that I know that don't play Guild Wars 2, they'll go ahead and they'll answer those questions anyway, and it's like, I really don't think that they understand what they're doing, and I mean, granted, maybe I'm wrong, maybe they do play Guild Wars 2 and I just don't know it, but, it's like, it's like what annoys me is I'll go and I'll answer a question, or I'll put my vote down, and then it's like I'll go back check it later, because sometimes I have the option of unvoting and changing the vote or whatever, and I'll see that one of my friends will have deliberately voted for like the same thing I voted for. It, it just really annoys me, because it's like, it's almost to say, oh, well, I know you so well that, I know what you're going to vote for. I know, it's like, no, you don't know what I'm going to vote for. You don't know anything about me. You only say you know what you think you know about me because you see it on my Facebook page. And I mean, it's just really annoying, because people say things on my Facebook page and then they automatically assume that they know me because of what I do, what I post, what I say. And it's like, it's almost like their little hint of saying, "Oh, don't use your Facebook page. Don't use your social media network. Don't have friends. Don't have a life. Don't do this. Don't do that." And when I say don't do this, don't do that, I'm putting that in as a filler generalization, because it's like I could sit here all day and list things from left and right, but I'm not going to go and do that because I know that's a waste of time. But what annoys me is the fact that people act like they know me, and some of them do, but a lot of them really don't know what goes on through here. And they just say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I know you. I can relate. Oh, I agree." And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, I don't think you really do know me, because you have not walked in my shoes, and you're not me. So, for you to sit there and say you know me, you don't know me. You might know me, but you don't know me. And when I say me, no, I don't mean that. I mean, like, you don't know me as an individual. You don't know me as a person. My thoughts, my ideas, my opinions. You don't know that. You just think you know it. So you're going off of assumption, and you're going off of just your own opinionated ideas. What you feel. And And I don't agree with that. But, I mean, that's you. That's fine. If that's how you want to think, go for it. Two thumbs up. You know? But I'm just, that's not me. I don't go around, I don't make assumptions on people based on thinking that I know them. Because, in fact, I don't know anyone. And honestly, I don't want to really know anyone's business or their life or anything, And it's like, I'm just tired of people pretending that they know me so well that they've got me all figured out, and they don't. Or that they can make all these assumptions, and it's just really disgusting because I sit there and I see these things on a daily basis, and I just think to myself, is it because they're copying me, or is it because they want to get to know me, or is it because they're just doing it to annoy me, and they know that by doing this they're annoying me, so they do it because they also think that they can get away with it. I mean, there's all kinds of assumptions that I can put out there about that, but the fact is they don't know jack shit about me. And no, I'm not saying I don't want to be friends with these people, but because they're great people, but it's just, you have to be yourself, and for you to jump into a voting poll because someone else does it, that's not being yourself. That's being the other person. You shouldn't be me, be you. I mean, I might seem cool and all, but, I don't want a copy of myself running around because that's not what I want. I know what I want, but you don't know what I want. So you're just going to go off of assumption and copy me. Don't do that. Do what you want to do. I can't stress that enough. But again, it's your choice. What you want to do is your choice. I mean, I only threw that out there as an example. I mean, I could come up with plenty of others, but like I said, I'd sit here all day if I did that, and that's just one thing that generally annoys me is people copying the things I do, and that's what it boils down to. And then another thing that annoys me is well, it's sort of related to people copying me, but the other thing that annoys me is people thinking that they've got me figured out. You don't have me figured out. You only think you have me figured out because of what I've said or what I've done. And it really bothers me that you would just sit there and go, I got him all figured out. I'll just copy him. I'll just say this or I'll do this because you think that it's okay to do that. It's not. It's not okay to do that. You're not getting back at me. You're just annoying me. And I'm not gonna say names, and I'm not gonna point fingers, but the individual knows who they are, and it concerns me because it's like this person already has someone else, but yet they really think that they know me to the T, and they don't. People change. I've changed. And I don't think that that's entirely right. And, if they're watching this, that's good. If not, then whatever, I don't care. I mean, I'm just hoping that I've gotten my point across. And it really bothers me because everyone has their own life. I don't want people copying me. I don't want people thinking that they know me until they've actually gotten to know me. And granted, just because I have gone out with individuals or I have been on dates with people or whatever, that doesn't mean that you know me fully. I mean, that's like saying you've been married a month, but you only knew the person for 2 weeks. Do you really know that person? Do you know that individual? You might. I mean, if you really click together and you really mesh, but doubtfully, I would have to say no, because if you've been married a month and you only knew him for 2 weeks, I'm sorry, that's not enough time. And in my case, if you've gone out with someone for like 6, 7 months and they think that they've known you for years, no, it's a little longer of a span, but compared to the other scenario, but in reality, you still don't quite know me. Nice try though, 2 thumbs up. So, I mean, it's great and all, that you want to think that you know me, and I appreciate that, but it's just I really think that it's just better that you focus on your life and stop trying to focus so much on mine. I might be a decent enough friend, but I just don't think that it's quite what it needs to be. It doesn't make me feel comfortable knowing that people make these assumptions about me when they don't really know anything. And in case some of you haven't figured out, which if you haven't figured out by now, this video is about my ex-girlfriend, and that's what the title is going to be about. I know it's a little long, and honestly, I haven't been out with anyone in years, and I want to keep it that way. I have my own reasons. I don't really want to discuss it, but everyone has their own life, and to each their own. And I'm not really chewing anyone out. I'm not yelling at anyone. I just want to make that point across to people, and mainly to one of my ex-girlfriends. Yeah, I've had more than one ex-girlfriend. I don't do well in relationships. That's another reason. I admit it. But regardless, I I just think it's just better this way, and I don't feel that I should have to go into full detail, but at the same time, it's just things that annoy me, really, about my past, about things that have happened, things that are happening, and I mean, it's fine. I'm still friends with her, but it it's she's got her life and I've got mine, and I just don't like people thinking that they know me for like 50 years and when they've only known me for 6 months. Just doesn't make any sense to me. So I just want to put that out there. I want to thank you all. I know I'm kind of, well, I'm not really kind of. I'm putting people on blast, and and I'm sure they don't appreciate it. And I apologize. I do apologize for that. Maybe I'll even make a separate video about it, but or you can accept my apology in this one, whichever. But I just want to get that off my chest because it's like it's how I feel, and there's really no point in keeping it bottled up inside. It just eats away at you. So, um, the thing, well, the thing is, I appreciate you all watching my videos and supporting me, and it's great, but I'm probably going to not post as much. I mean, I might, but I'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah. So I want to just thank you all for watching my videos. Feel free to subscribe down there, like, favorite, or dislike. Like I've said in my other videos, no hard feelings. I mean, if you don't like what I have to say, fine, more power to you. So, feel free to share with friends, family, point, laugh at her, post comments or video responses even. And thank you again for watching.